Defense lawyer.
Your Honor, esteemed members of the jury, we must not rush to judgment without carefully considering all the facts of this case.
Why is she calling you?
She's serious, Zara. You have to quit, Zara. That's our only chance to get out of it without losing everything.
I thought we already concluded this matter. Where is this coming from?
This is my problem with you, Zara. You are always thinking about yourself.
Are you calling me selfish?
That's exactly what you are doing, Zara.
Okay, why can't you give up your own job? Why must it be mine?
Zara. You are pregnant. You are carrying our first child, and I am capable of taking care of you and our unborn child. Why can't you get it?
You think I don't know you are jealous of me?
Me? Jealous of you? How can I be jealous of my own wife?
Charles. Is that really you?
What on earth do you think you're doing here?
Karen? What are you? I mean, I was just catching up with an old friend. This is Charles, we went to college together.
Pleasure to meet you, Karen. Hermine and I were just reminiscing about old times.
Reminiscing, huh? Is that what you call it? You were here cozying up with another man while my brother is facing serious accusations because of you.
Hold my hand, Zara.
It hurts. Please?
Doctor, how is she? What's happening?
Mr. Johnson, your wife is stable now, but she suffered a miscarriage. I'm afraid it was due to extreme stress.
Stress?
Yes.
Do you see that? Oh my goodness. That's Jake's house.
We need to call emergency services, now.
Hello? Yes, there's a fire at 32 Maple Street. Send help, quick.
We need to pray that he gets out safely.
I hope he's okay.
Somebody help. Mom. I don't think this is the right time.
Why not, Jake? She needs you now more than ever.
Jake, where have you been? You couldn't even visit me at the hospital. What's going on?
I want a divorce.
Our hearts beat to the city street.
You want a divorce?
Yes, Zara. I've made up my mind.
So, you're here for my lawyer?
I'm here to pack my things and leave.
But why, Jake? Why no?
I can't do this anymore, Zara. We're not good for each other.
So that's it then, after everything we've been through?
I'm sorry, Zara, but it's time for both of us to move on.
You are just a coward, Jake. You need to face the reality and stop running away from it. You think, I don't know, you are doing all of this because of your mistress?
I thought you would not make it.
I want to make one thing crystal clear, counselor. I won't rest until the court rules in my brother's favor and crushes that woman, Hermine, into dust.
Understood, Miss Karen. We'll do everything in our power to ensure Christopher's best interests are protected.
I have seen how that woman has tried to destroy my brother's life, and I won't stand idly by and watch it happen. She's cunning, manipulative, but I'm not afraid of her. I'll expose every lie, every deceitful move she's made.
Rest assured, Miss Karen, we'll build a strong case to defend Christopher's reputation and ensure justice is served.
Good. Because I won't settle for anything less than complete victory. Hermine will regret the day she ever crossed paths with my brother. Is Josh finally asleep? Yes, he's out like a light. What's on your mind, sis? Tomorrow's the court hearing. and I can't shake this feeling of dread. I've been thinking, maybe I should just withdraw the case.
Withdraw the case? But why, Hermine? You've come so far. You can't let Christopher and his sister intimidate you.
Karen. She cornered me the other day. She saw me with Charles, and she made it clear she'll stop at nothing to protect Christopher.
Karen's just trying to scare you, Hermine. Don't let her win. We'll fight this together, every step of the way.
You're right, Sandra. I can't back down now. We'll gather more evidence, strengthen our case, and show them we won't be intimidated.
That's the spirit, sis. We'll face this head on, and we'll come out stronger on the other side.
So, enough about me, let's talk about you. What about your other date? How did it go?
Well, it didn't exactly go as planned. Let's just say it was a comedy of errors from start to finish.
Come on, spill the beans. What happened?
Where do I even begin? First, he showed up an hour late, claiming he got lost on the way. Then, he spent the entire evening talking about himself and barely asked me a single question.
Sounds like a real charmer.
You could say that. Needless to say, there won't be a second date.
I'm sorry it didn't work out, sis. But hey, at least you gave it a shot.
Thanks, Hermine. It's all part of the journey, right?
Well, who needs romance when you have me as your wingwoman, ready to take on the world with you?
Don't worry, we've got everything under control. We'll make sure the court favors your brother and destroys Hermine.
Good. I don't know if I can go through with this. Maybe I should just withdraw the case.
Hermine, you can't let them win. Remember what Karen threatened you with. We need to fight this to the core. We'll gather more evidence, expose their lies, and prove that you're the victim here. Your Honor, esteemed members of the court, we are here today to seek justice for my client, Hermine. Throughout this case, we will prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that she is the victim in this situation. Christopher has subjected her to years of manipulation and abuse, both physical and emotional. Our evidence will demonstrate the extent of his controlling behavior and the profound impact it has had on Hermine's well-being. We will present witness testimonies, medical records, and other documentation that support our claims. We urge the court to consider the facts impartially and deliver a verdict that reflects the truth of Hermine's plight.
Our Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my client categorically denies the allegations of abuse leveled against him by Hermine. We must consider the possibility that Hermine's injuries were not caused by Christopher, but rather by a pre-existing medical condition. There is no conclusive evidence to prove that Christopher is responsible for her suffering. Furthermore, we have reason to believe that Hermine may have fabricated or exaggerated her injuries in an attempt to gain sympathy and support. The photograph presented earlier is just one piece of evidence that calls into question Hermine's credibility. We urge the court to approach this case with impartiality and skepticism, rather than allowing emotion to cloud judgment.
Objection, Your Honor. The defense's attempt to cast doubt on the validity of Hermine's injuries is unfounded and disrespectful. We will provide expert testimony and medical evidence that clearly establish the cause of her injuries as a result of Christopher's abuse. This is a deliberate attempt to evade accountability and justice.
Overruled. The defense may continue with their argument, but the court will carefully consider all evidence presented before reaching a verdict. That will be all, Your Honor. This court will now adjourn for deliberation. The verdict will be announced in due course. I want to book a room.
How did we get here?
Jake, can I have a word with you in my office? Have a seat, Jake.
Thank you, madam.
I'll get straight to the point. We've received some disturbing information about you, Jake. It seems that you've been keeping some rather important details about yourself hidden from us. Specifically, your marital status.
I don't understand, ma'am. What does my marital status have to do with my work here?
Oh, he's married all right. To Zara, our dear colleague.
Is this true, Jake?
Madam, I can explain.
I'm disappointed, Jake. We value honesty and integrity here at the company, and you've betrayed that trust. I'm sorry, Jake, but we can no longer have someone like you working here. You're fired.
Well. Look who's finally getting what he deserves.
What are you talking about, Rose? This is all you're doing, isn't it?
Oh, please, Jake. Let's not pretend you didn't see this coming. I warned you, didn't I? I told you to do as I said, but you were too stubborn, too proud.
You think this is some kind of victory for you? You're the reason I'm in this mess in the first place.
Oh, spare me the theatrics, Jake. You made your bed, now lie in it. And don't come crying to me when you realize just how deep you've dug yourself.
I have lost everything all because of a woman's stubbornness.
I came as soon as I heard Zara. How are you holding up?
It's not been easy. Ashley. I look at myself in the mirror and all I see is the shadow of myself. I have lost everything, Ashley.
But you still have Jake, sweetheart.
No. Ashley. Jake asked me for a divorce. After everything we've been through, he just wants to throw it all away.
Oh, Zara, I'm so sorry. That must be incredibly tough for you. But do you think there's something more going on here? I mean, why would Jake suddenly want a divorce?
I don't know, Ashley. It just doesn't make sense. We've had our ups and downs, sure, but this. It feels like he's giving up on us without even trying.
Zara, maybe there's more to this than meets the eye. What if Jake has another woman? What if he's having a baby with someone else?
Another woman? A baby? How could you even suggest that, Ashley? Jake wouldn't do that to me.
I'm just saying, Zara. You deserve to know the truth. Jake's behavior is suspicious, to say the least. Maybe it's time you dig a little deeper.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like
Oh, Rose, look at this one. It's absolutely gorgeous, don't you think?
Yes, it's quite elegant. But does it have to be that wow factor?
You are right, we need something with a bit more pizzazz. Let's keep looking.
Man shall not live by bread alone. Babes, I am hungry. Let's get something before we continue. What can I get you? I will have Italian bread. Long foot tall, you add chicken and cheese in it. Okay, would you like it toasted? Yes. Anything else? Yes, make it a meal deal.
And I want the same thing.
So tell me, how did it go?
You should have seen the look on Zara's face when I suggested that Jake might be having an affair. She was absolutely livid.
I can only imagine. That poor girl has no idea what's coming.
But why are you doing this, Rose? What do you gain from tearing their marriage apart? Did I say something wrong?
Oh, Ashley, you underestimate me. It's not just about tearing them apart. It's about power, control, and getting what I want.
But what do you want, Rose?
Everything, Ashley. I want everything. And no one, especially not Jake and Zara, will stand in my way.
You're unbelievable, Rose. I can't believe I'm part of all this.
Oh, my dear Ashley. You're not just part of it. You're my right-hand woman. Together, we'll make sure Jake and Zara's marriage crumbles to pieces.
So, how do you intend to get Jake to love you?
You of all people should know that I have options. And you know my family really well, Ashley. I will have what I desire and no one can stop me.
Don't tell me you used voodoo on Jake to divorce his wife?
You of all people should know by now that I don't waste my powers on things that are already dead.
Are you saying that their marriage is dead?
When I found out that Jake and Zara were a couple, I was furious at first. I had to check in my grandmother's mirror to see how much they loved and appreciated each other. What I saw was disappointing. So I had to venture into getting Jake for myself.
What did you see, Rose?
Well, Zara is a big joke.
Did you hear about Jake and Zara?
Oh, yes. It's all anyone's been talking about lately.
I can't believe they were getting a divorce. They always seemed like such a happy couple.
I know, right? It just goes to show, you never really know what's going on behind closed doors.
Do you think there's any truth to the rumors?
Who knows? But it certainly seems like something serious happened between them.
Poor Zara. Losing the baby and now this. Men are just scumbags.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, Grace. Do you think she hurt us?
No, I don't think so.
Zara, what is this that I am hearing about you and Jake getting a divorce? Auntie, everything happened so fast. It all started with the blackmail. Which blackmail, Zara? A colleague at work was blackmailing Jake. Blackmailing him for what? What did he do that would warrant such action from a colleague? We broke the company policy. It's not allowed to work in his company as a couple. So, Jake and you fooled the company. Not like we fooled the company, Auntie. We were just desperate. Ken needed the money for his surgery and Jake's company needed someone in my qualification to work for them. We had to do something. I began to suspect that Jake was having something with the lady that was blackmailing him. He even slept in the same room with her when they went for a business trip. Is it the same lady that Jake talked about when he complained about your attitude towards him? Oh, so Jake still has the mind to complain. Zara, continue. I'm not here for this. Jake had the mind to ask me to quit my job because of Rose's blackmail. Auntie, I graduated with first class. I did my master's and I'm a PhD holder in my qualification. Jake doesn't have half of the things I have acquired academically. So what would give him the audacity to tell me, a PhD holder, to quit my job because of his mistress? Zara. Auntie, I'm so pissed right now. Jake was expecting me to quit while he continued. He was expecting me to throw my life away because of his carelessness. Zara. You see, this thing called marriage is not for everyone. It is not a must that you must marry. What are you saying, Auntie? Zara, I wanted to correct one thing here. You said Jake was expecting you to throw away your life, right? Yes, Auntie. And to crown it all, he left when I needed him the most. We lost our baby, for crying out loud. Yes, Zara, he will leave because you have become too big for him. Like I said, marriage is not for everyone, but for those who has the capacity, beauty, qualifications and every other thing this generation fancies can take you to marriage. But character is what will keep you married. Zara, you have a bad character. Yes, if no one will tell you the truth, Zara, I will, because you are my younger sister's daughter and the daughter I never had. First, there is no qualification in marriage. Secondly, you are not wasting your life. Because love is sacrifice. Jesus Christ made the greatest sacrifice on the cross when he gave up his life for us to live. If you knew you wanted to pursue your career in life, why then did you say yes and I do to that young man? You should have just given up marriage and pursued your career. Zara, in marriage you are both the same. If you must stay married, you must be humble. Humility is not foolishness. You must be ready to adjust. Your home is not a battlefield. You are not trying to compete with a rival. Your husband is your glory as a woman who has made up her mind to be married. This is why most modern marriages fails. Because no one is ready to make sacrifices. Don't you know that as a woman, when you make sacrifices for your family, it is not considered as a waste, rather it is seen and considered as virtuous. If you are not ready to make sacrifices here and there in marriage, then you have no business getting married. What about the years I spent in school studying? Who said you cannot have it all as a woman? Who said you cannot rule your world and build your home? Who said you cannot set up a company with those qualifications that you have acquired, Zara? Zara, open your eyes to see that your home is on fire. The devil has succeeded you. Let me ask you, Zara, when was the last time you committed your home into the hands of God? When was the last time you had an intercessory prayer session for your husband? Instead of coming together as a couple to pray in this trying time, the both of you chose to fight and destroy your lives. Before I go back to my house, I want to leave you with this question, Zara. Why did you marry? Why did you get married? Zara, I want you to answer these questions within yourself. Don't tell me. Zara, open your eyes to see that your home is on fire. The devil has succeeded you. Let me ask you, Zara, when was the last time you committed your home into the hands of God? When was the last time you had an intercessory prayer session for your husband? Instead of coming together as a couple to pray in this trying time, the both of you chose to fight and destroy your lives. Before I go back to my house, I want to leave you with this question, Zara. Why did you marry? Why did you get married? Zara, I want you to answer these questions within yourself. Don't tell me. What do you mean by my son is missing?
His form teacher said after their sports, Josh did not come back.
Where is my son?
Sis. Hermine. Please calm down. We will find him.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild.